Hey, so I'm the little baby. My dad straight up said enjoy. I'm at escape velocity. There's nothing I could do. If anything, I don't think I'm gonna make it. I think that fool's gonna take me out. Serio, he said something about alien. Some freaking computer keeps trying to overpower me, dog. Like I'm tired of this computer stuff, dog. And then Hugh Hefner, he's like, just don't bring too many dudes. God rest his soul. Just don't bring too many dudes. Right now, it's my dad and Steven Spielberg arguing each other after my dad made a movie. Okay, my dad makes a music video about me today. And then in 1992, my dad threw a robot and Steven Spielberg have an argument about escape velocity standards. 40 40 break, break, niner, niner, boom, boom, boom. My dad and Steven Spielberg, bro, in 1990 have an argument and it landed with Guyana. Guyana and Sevak have all the freaking data. And they're a part of the story too. My big little brother and some alien. I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what kind of like this is some hardcore data flops, bro. Hardcore. Beyond, I'm officially licked, bro. As far as data flops go, that's way too strong. That is way too strong. That's the song. It goes, and in Weezer it goes Beverly Hills. That's where I want to be, and then it starts off with Hugh Hefner. Just don't bring too many dudes. He's kicking back, you know. He's kicking back blondes all over the place. You know what I'm saying? For everything was sounding that. For everything needs to be sounding me on. I said I have to be a big boy. Hey, Daddy. Can I have a computer? Okay. Excuse me. Dang. That's a lot of data flops. Robocop. Look at that. Do you guys have any idea how precious life is for poems and data logs and Boy Scouts and crescendos and moons and stars and rhyming and character, all to be understood? And then my dad had to slow it down in order for me to understand it at the rate of which we sing and at the rate of which we've been raised, because we've all been being raised at 1 year intervals, but the only thing is we're being raised uh in essence for trans for transfer to evolve, you know. So as far as any kind of weaponry in the world goes, it needs to be disassembled. Any kind of lab, it needs to be disassembled, etc., all that kind of stuff, because the song, it's data flopped songs, but it's slowed down and it sang at a slow beat, which correlates with music and vibration, which correlates with our size as a humanity, which correlates with the rarity of our life in the universe, but that also correlates with the ancient idea of our life with respect to our connection with another planet in the universe, with intergalactic historical measures and human establishments of human techniques, and so much more. That is insane. And deep data logs. Before I was born, my dad sang me a song before I was born. And he talks about the encounter most interesting. Their life is completely different. Wow, that is insane. And my dad's been by himself too. And the reason he's been by himself, that I've recently found out, the reason it makes sense for him to be by myself is because another civilization is so advanced, they could be asexual, which means they could give birth to other beings. They still adhere to life cycles, which may be very long. But the thing is, their term of pleasure and love and companionship is as fulfilling as ours is, but in a completely different way that it doesn't make sense to us. To us, butterflies and love and everything makes sense, which is encapsulated by the waitresses and Christmas wrapping, and my dad in a very smart way, and Steven Spielberg, his team member, and other people, his team members and stuff. But the thing is, it also made a connection with another planet. Our life is encapsulated in a very good way, but at the same time, it's encapsulated and it also adheres to another planet's ideals and ways, not an ideals, another planet's biology, another planet's existence and mechanics. It's crazy. He's been by himself. My dad's been by himself this entire time, and he's the one that made Flight of the Navigator. He's the one that wrote Metallica. He's the one that wrote Weezer. He's the one that wrote all these songs. My dad. Love poems about today. That is insane. And he tripped the United States alarm. The mafia made a deal, like, don't touch Ejmir's phone, but if anything gets weary now, make sure just lock it. My YouTube just got locked up when I wanted to go from Christmas rapping to Beverly Hills. I wanted to go to Beverly Hills because why did I want to go to Beverly Hills? Oh, Evergreen. And the homie got arrested and went to Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. Evergreen, the homie Oli got arrested, went to Beverly Hills. There was another reason I went to Beverly Hills too from Christmas rapping. Baha Magnolia so strong. Because this is my favorite holiday. Starts off with Beverly Hills. Starts off with Haraj Bhangra. Man, that's crazy. Oh no, it went from Christmas rapping, Evergreen, he got arrested, went to Beverly Hills, to Michael Jackson, to getting snuck up from behind, to picking up the tiger cloth, to getting framed, to getting whammed, you know what I'm saying? And that whole arena, and then going back to Beverly Hills, that's where I want to be. B means stinger, and Beverly Hills means corporate America and like rich people, and that's where we did be, because when I got out of jail last year, before I went to jail, you guys were hacking my phone. I couldn't make videos. I couldn't do anything. And then when I went into jail, I picked the numbers out of my hand, right? And I got out, and you guys stopped hacking my phone. But you got set up. This is the framing in real time. You got set up because here, when it was about to take flight, my phone all of a sudden starts blinking, shrinking, YouTube stops working. That proves there's a lot of people out there who have a severe disinterest in what's going on, and you're guilty. And also, whatever lab you're associated with, now you know who's running the world. He's been by himself, a complete secret. Who's been running the world? So, and he has a lot of friends and a lot of family. He wrote Metallica. He wrote all the songs. My dad wrote everything. And it all corresponds to the stars in my brain today. He paraphrased through time.